respected dignitaries of Toastmaster, Conference Chair, Chief Judge, Panel of Judges, distinguished guests, Toastmaster and assignees, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. I, Muhammad Afzal Akram, your sergeant at arms, hereby opens 2020 Division F Annual Virtual Conference. For Quran recitation, I would like to invite Ijtibau Rahman Siddiqui.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار ربنا إنك من تدخل النار فقد أخزيته وما للظالمين من أنصار ربنا إننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah. We are conducting this program as per guidelines from Toastmaster International. The mission of Toastmaster is we provide a sportive and positive learning environment in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. District mission is we build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. 3 things are taboos in Toastmaster: sex, politics and religion. So please avoid discussion on these topics. For the contestants to deliver the best, kindly note that all mics are muted. If you are requested to speak or required to speak, then only then you will be unmuted, and immediately after your mic will be muted again. All cameras will be off to avoid unforeseen background situations. Only the contestants and dignitaries' cameras will be switched on when they are ready to speak. Ensure their mobile phones are switched on, off or in silent mode. In short, please ensure that you as an audience do not disturb the proceeding in any way. For any technical issues, you may send a message to the Zoom master. And at the same time, please pay attention to the broadcast message coming from the Zoom master. To take us forward into today's deliberations, I would like to call upon this leader who is dynamic, enthusiastic and sportive. He is an experienced Toastmaster. Let me welcome with a round of applause our Division of Director, Toastmaster Rahman Siddiqui.
Thank you, Chief Sergeant at Arms. Honorable district dignitaries, Toastmaster dignitaries, District Director, District 79 Program Quality Director, District 79 Club Growth Director, Chief Judge, Toastmaster Farheen Said, immediate past International Director, DTM Teresa Dukes, immediate past District 79 Director, Toastmaster DTM Hassan Maghazil, all the present division data directors, area directors, past division directors and area directors, Toastmaster dignitaries, respected panel of judges, assignees, contestants, fellow Toastmasters, Gavaliers and distinguished guests, good evening and Assalamu alaikum. At times, we get things which we never think of. On May 1st, 2012, when I joined this great Toastmasters fraternity, I did not imagine I would ever have the privilege of leading the division in which I am inducted. I am grateful to all the members of this beloved division and District 79. They all trusted me and put the responsibility on my shoulder to lead this fabulous division. I feel proud to be designated with this respectable position of Division F Director. I believe when a blessing is received beyond expectations, then it should be well appreciated. I'm trying my best to appreciate this honor through my dedicated efforts. I'm delighted that I got the company of active and experienced area directors in my team who always responded to each of every my call. They never left a single stone unturned to raise the areas to the higher level of achievements. I'm very grateful to all the 5 area directors and wish them all the best for their future endeavors. The Division F Conference holds its unique place in District 79. Today is the day for which every member of Division F waited. In other words, he or she prepared for it with immense enthusiasm. After contesting at the club and area level, many Toastmasters prepared their speeches, practiced them to perform on the stage of the Division F Conference. I extend my best wishes to all of them who are participating in today's contest. My journey as the Division F Director started on 1st July 2019. It was then the distinguished expert of this great division held my hand. They encouraged me, they assured me of all possible cooperation. I requested them to guide and advise me throughout my journey, which they wholeheartedly accepted. And in fact, they became my escort. Those great leaders are DTM Alex Philip, DTM Rugby Karkera, DTM Abdul Ghaffur, DTM Vasudev Warrior, DTM Abraham Thomas, DTM Johnson Saville, DTM Nayaz Kaiser, DTM Safiullah, many more leaders who also guided me step by step with their useful and valuable experience and suggestions. I feel I was able to fulfill my responsibilities to a great extent. If I were to mention the names of all my well-wishers, then this time will not be enough. So I apologize to all my leaders and friends whom I could not specify and mention their names. Dear friends, till now, whatever I have done has been possible only with your precious support. You all are really great leaders. We always learn some new lessons in the journey of our life. The first lesson I learned is that we should always appreciate the blessings or honors that comes our way. Becoming a Toastmaster and holding a leadership position in the fraternity is also a blessing. I urge you to value this opportunity if you are blessed with it and bring the best out of your personality. Loneliness is often a disaster. Life becomes easier and beautiful when friends and partners are along with you. In this journey of leading Division F, I learned another lesson that anyone would be keen to become your companion if you value him or her. Few words of love captivate hearts. Therefore, we should treat everyone with love and great respect. Trust them as well and help them to improve. Toastmasters certainly teaches us a lot. It is not possible to describe all my experience due to less time. So let's move on to our contest proceedings. Now I would like to present a person who is ever smiling but always serious in his job, who loves being the master of ceremony. He has already had a career of TV anchoring. He has participated and managed many events. He is a charming personality and always loves to keep the environment around him always charming and beautiful. A person who never says no. You just tell him and he is always ready to do what you want to do. He is an extrovert, but at the same time, a serious thinker, a serious performer. Shall I invite him? He is none other than our today's conference chair, Toastmaster J.R. George. Please help me welcome, put your hands together and help me welcome today's conference chair, Toastmaster J.R. George.
Thank you so much, Division F Director, Toastmaster Rahman Siddiqui, for that electrifying introduction, yet humble. I am simply inspired. Honorable Region 11 Advisor, Distinguished Toastmaster James Edward Taruk, District 79 Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Samir Kamal, District 79 Program Quality Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Madhusha Nanakara, District 79 Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Rami Jawad, all other past and present district leaders, past International Director of Toastmaster International, Distinguished Toastmaster Teresa Dukes, to the people around the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I warmly welcome you all to this monumental, first ever Division F online conference. Great things never come from the comfort zones. We at all times should keep aspiring ourselves to become the person who we really want to be, which in turn inspires others to follow. District 79 is a clear example. Today, 5 outstanding speakers of Division F are well prepared to break all barriers in public speaking and inspire the world. It is Division F's first ever international contest online. This auspicious event will then be followed by the e-magazine release and, of course, a stimulating keynote speech by the world-class leader. We will definitely strive to conduct today's proceedings as per the published agenda. Besides, in order to conduct the function smoothly, we have an expert team of assignees and the chief judge. As our chief judge, Toastmaster Farheen Said, is leading a learned panel of judges to select the best speaker. Before we begin the contest, I would like to explain the purpose and the general rules of the contest. While the chief judge and the contest master will announce the specific rules of each contest, the purposes of any speech contest are to provide an opportunity for speakers to improve their speaking abilities and to recognize the best as encouragement to all. To provide an opportunity to learn by observing the most proficient speakers who have benefited from their Toastmasters training. At this point, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our assignees for this evening. Our Sergeant-at-Arms are the following: Chief Sergeant-at-Arms Toastmaster Muhammad Afdal, followed by Toastmaster Farid Khan and Toastmaster Dipesh Joshi. Our timers for tonight are DTM Narasimha Rao Rampalli and Toastmaster Prakash Gorantala. The tally counters are Toastmaster Parag Patel and Toastmaster Rohit Nanda. The technical team is led by Toastmaster Muhammad Noman and DTM Niaz Kaiser. On behalf of all of you, please allow me to applaud. All the contestants have been briefed. Judges and assignees have been briefed by the chief judge. Contestants who are participating in today's contest are all members in good standing. Contestants have confirmed the originality of their speeches they are going to deliver in today's contest for the international speech. All the contestants for International Speech Contest have completed 6 speech projects in the competent communication manual or earned certificates of completion in level 1 and 2 of any path in the Toastmaster Pathways learning experience. The speaking order of the contestants has been determined and the speaking area defined as their respective camera frame. The technical team has already muted the mics of the attendees and they will remain muted until the end of the event. You are all kindly requested to switch off your video if you have not done so. And please do refrain from switching it on unless you are asked to. I would like to repeat, you are kindly requested to switch off the video if you have not done so. And please refrain from switching it on unless you are asked to. Toastmaster Afzal, Sergeant at Arms, please ensure if all the cameras are off and please kindly report it to the technical team. Excellent, thank you. The contestant will switch on the video and verify the stability of the technology with the Sergeant at Arms and the contest master. The contestants confirmed the speaking area with the contest chair, the contest master, the chief judge, and the Sergeant at Arms. All the contestants are requested to look directly at the camera to maintain eye contact with the audience. Timing will begin with the contestants' first definite verbal or non-verbal communication with the audience. Timers, please double check your timing devices. In case of a technical error, contestant will get 30 seconds of grace period. As I mentioned in the beginning, our chief judge for today's contest is Toastmaster Farheen Said, a District 79 champion of evaluation and table topics contest back in 2017, when she created history by being the first contestant to win 2 first-place trophies together at the district level. She is the immediate past Area 41 Director under Division M. She is also currently holding the title of Vice President Public Relations of Al Midra Club. By profession, she is a business systems analyst working for Saudi Aramco and has written several articles for company publications. She particularly enjoys traveling, reading, and writing in her free time, and strongly believes you are what you believe yourself to be. Madam, let's all give it a virtual round of applause for our Chief Judge, Toastmaster Farheen Said.
Mr. Contest Chair, Toastmaster J.R. George, thank you very much for that flattering introduction. Greetings, dignitaries, fellow Toastmasters who've joined us from across the globe, and the real stars of today's event, our contestants. I have to go through the rules as Chief Judge, and I will in a while. As Toastmasters, we have learned several skills. And one of them that we're going to put to good use today is adapting to change. We've adapted to online contests because that's the need of the hour. And today's contest is still going to be governed by the speech contest rule book of 2019-2020 laid down by the Toastmasters International. The only exception will be that the contestants will be allowed to present themselves online versus physically appearing for a contest. Accordingly, like Mr. contest chair just mentioned, all contestants, judges, and all contest officials have been briefed, and they have been told about the restrictions and the guidelines that they need to adhere to. Now, considering the fact that an online contest depends heavily on the network, we have to remember that in the event of a failure due to the internet, we will be allowing the contestant to come back and resume from where they stopped his or her speech, and then they would be given 30 seconds grace. Now, a maximum of 5 minutes will be allowed for the contestant to come back online and present, during which the contest will be paused, waiting for the contestant to resume. And apart from this, I would also like to remind you about protests, which can be only lodged by either contestants or judges. Now, all protests can be lodged on the basis of originality or eligibility, and they must be lodged only to the contest chair or to me as the chief judge before the final results have been announced. Now, these were the particular rules that I had to bring to light for the sake of the audience and everyone attending. Now, on a lighter note, I would like to remind you about a quote that I live my life by. It goes, "Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. Life is about learning to dance in the rain." Don't get me wrong, I'm not asking you to go out and dance because it's raining. But what I'm trying to say is that, ladies and gentlemen, we are adapting to change. We are going to go with the flow. And because this contest is happening online, I would like all of you to take advantage of being probably the first people going online and competing at Division F. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to remind you that I am heading a team of committed, proficient, and experienced judges, and they're all here to encourage and support you. So, dear contestants, relax, go ahead and give it your best shot. And in the end, no matter what you're placed, please remember that you are all winners. All the best, and back to you, Mr. Contest Chair.
Madam Chief Judge, thank you so much. Toastmaster Farheen Said. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, as we are going to enjoy Division F's first ever online contest. To enable that and ride us through the memorable contest, we have a Toastmaster, an arts graduate with a public relations diploma, was the service head for Nokia in Calcutta, now a homemaker, mother of a doctor, and an upcoming computer engineer, never compromises with her priorities, a music lover. Can we call her the Nightingale of Saudi Arabia? Let's all give her a thunderous round of applause. Let's invite Toastmaster Tabasi Maiti to the platform.
Thank you, Contest Chair, for those uplifting words. I am touched. Respected Regional Advisor, DTM James Taro, District Director, DTM Samir Kamal, District Program Quality Director, DTM Madhushana Nayakara, District Club Growth Director, DTM Rami Jawad, Division F Director, Toastmaster Ziaur Rahman Siddiqui, Past International Director, DTM Teresa Dukes, Toastmasters, dignitaries around the globe, and my dear friends, warm wishes to you all. Albert Einstein said, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." Today, our 5 international speech contestants are going to mesmerize us by aspiring our hearts and inspiring our minds. This is the only contest that goes beyond the district level all the way to the finals. Winners of the finals are crowned the title of World Champion of Public Speaking. Of all the contests in Toastmasters, this is the most coveted one. The purpose of this contest are to provide an opportunity for speakers to improve their speaking abilities and to recognize the best as an encouragement to all, and to provide an opportunity to learn by observing the most proficient speakers who have benefited from their Toastmasters training. For all of us to enjoy this contest, let us reiterate a few points our contest chair had spoken on. The contestants have been briefed on contest rules and procedures for the online contest. The contestants have been also informed of the timing signals and how to pin the timer on their screen. They have also been briefed about the speaking area, which is their camera screen, and also about ensuring that their cameras and mics are set and have already been tested. Contestants, please turn off your cell phones and any other electronic device next to you and ensure that you are in a locked room so that any member of your family or friend do not interrupt you during your speech. With immense pleasure, please allow me to introduce to you the contestants for Division F Annual Speech Contest. I request the audience to hold your virtual applause until I read out all the contestant names. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Rekha Rajesh Shetty. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Jeffrey Aquino. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Mohammad Faridul Hassan. Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Dennis Suba. And contestant number 5, Toastmaster Joseph M. Palatara. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us all give them a virtual round of applause. All the speakers will deliver their speech on a subject of their choice. Sergeant at Arms, can you please confirm if all the contestants are in the room? Thank you so much. Chief Judge, may I start the contest?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. All the best to all the contestants. May the best speaker win. Let us start with contestant number 1.
Ready.
Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Rekha Rajesh Shetty. The title of her speech is Time Bomb. Time Bomb. Toastmaster Rekha Rajesh Shetty. Contestant number 1.
To quote Ernest Hemingway, the most difficult task on this earth is to be yourself when this whole world is conspiring to make you like everyone else. Contest chair, contest master, dignitaries, and fellow contestants, a very explosive good evening to one and all. Each one of us are sitting on a time bomb. TTM Ravi Karkera, he is sitting on a time bomb of his boss deadline. Toastmaster Shaki Behbad, he is sitting on a bomb. His wife has warned him, you better bring vegetables today. This Toastmasters is not going to feed you. As a child, I carried a big bomb on my head. Math. As long as math had numbers, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. 4 into 5 is equal to... I was so bad. But then math escalated and alphabets started making their entry into math. A square plus B square plus C square plus C. Math became French for me. Every time I have to stand before my father to show my report card, which used to be resplendent with that red line beneath math, I could feel that time bomb ticking in my head. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. When I just managed to pass through math in my 10th grade, my parents resigned to the fact that they had no genius daughter. So I was made to get admission to that section of the students whom this whole society considers as useless, the arts and humanities section. Even the science and the commerce students used to look at us and worry, why are you guys even alive? So with much time at hand and nothing to do, my parents decided to polish my skills. I was passionate about dancing, but my parents wanted me to draw. I was forced to attend the drawing classes because dancing was considered to be a taboo in my family. My heart was not in drawing. Even small children, they overtook me and started sketching portraits while I was struggling in the first stage, drawing the crow's feet. My only motivation to attend these classes was that handsome instructor whom I used to stare at for days together. But soon, my parents realized that it was a waste of time sending me to drawing classes. Again, I felt a failure. But was it my fault? I wanted to dance and they forced me to draw. And though I hate that man from the bottom of my heart, Albert Einstein has rightly said, you judge a fish by its ability to climb trees. It will forever live its life thinking that it is stupid. And I grew up thinking I am stupid. Coming from a conservative family where girls are educated only to enhance their marriage prospects, I was also steered towards taking an application to the BA degree. But by then, I had known my calling. I wanted to do law. When this news broke out in my house, all pandemonium broke loose. Threats, blackmail, warnings, everything in the book was tried, but I did not budge from my stand. I had decided no more bombs on my head. When they realized that I would not change my decision, very reluctantly they conceded, and I joined law college. That proved to be the turning point in my life. From being a shy cocoon, I emerged as a beautiful butterfly. From being a consistently failing student in school, I came out of law college securing first rank in Mangalore University. At a time when lady lawyers were practically unheard of in my city, I paved the path for several girls to come forward and join the law profession. Even at the cost of sounding immodest, I can proudly say that I turned out to be one of the leading lawyers in Mangalore, having an office with 21 juniors working under me. My parents used to proudly tell, my daughter, a lawyer, because I chose to pursue my own dream. But then, what is the use? Finally, a big atom bomb was placed on my head. Guess who? My husband. But then, the only difference is that this time, the remote of that bomb is in my hands. So whenever it makes too much noise, just switch it off. Toastmasters and friends, lead your own life. Do not worry about the society, because you get to live life once. The society may mock you, it might ridicule you, but Steve Jobs has rightly said that you live your life only once. Do not waste it living a life of someone else. How apt are these words today? That the whole humanity is threatened by this crisis. So it is left to you and to me to decide whether we are going to live this bomb to explode. We have a bomb in our lives now. Now it is to us and to you to decide, are we going to let it explode, or are we going to defuse it? Let us defuse it. Let us join together and defuse this bomb, which is threatening the very core of our existence. Stay safe. Stay at home. Thank you. Back to you, contestants.
Please maintain a minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Toastmaster Rekha Rajesh Shetty, please accept the virtual certificate. Let us have contestant number 2.
Ready.
Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Jeffrey Aquino. The title of his speech is The Cape. The Cape. Toastmaster Jeffrey Aquino, contestant number 2.
Help! Help! Somebody save me! Screaming voice begging for help. This is a job for Superman. When I was 4, I became a fan of superheroes. One day I saw a toy hanging in a toy shop. It was so fancy and adorable. So I asked Mama, Mama, can you please buy one for me? Please? But she refused. Then I cried a river. Mama, I want that toy. That is my superhero. For irritation, she grabbed the Barbie doll. For my sister. And the Superman for me. She said, don't get fighting with your sister, okay? I can't promise, I politely replied. I do love Barbie dolls too. Contest master and fellow superheroes, have you ever wished to be Superman? I had. With a colorful costume, secret identity, and a superpower that could save someone who is in need. And when life gives me a heartbreak, I would run to my Superman, hug it, talk to it, and even ask for superpowers too. I was 6 years old when cursing, banging doors, and crashing plates resounded our home. I thought that was normal, because Mama would always get new plates the next day. Until one day, I saw something horrifying. Drunk, under the influence of drugs, was my papa, pointing a gun at my mama, to take her life. I have never been so scared in my life. And there was one thing in my mind. My superheroes, where are you? Save us now. Superman, with his cape, will be my mama's shield from the bullet. But my superhero didn't show up. With no one else to help us, I pushed my papa with all my might, leaving him on the floor, and ran to Mama, to her rescue, to escape that agonizing moment. Somehow, I have saved Mama. I felt that I was a superhero. In 2012, when my sister was in the hospital, fighting for her life with a child in her womb. This time, I decided to reach out to a real superhero, not the fictitious one. And there was one person in my mind who could save my sister, my papa, whom abandoned us for a very long time. I called him. Papa, this is our son, Jeffrey. How are you? What's the matter? What do you need? Papa, I know the things are not well between us, but I am here begging for my sister. Her life is in danger. Our supposed to be a mending call ended with my papa disowning me as his son. As he said, "Tell no one, forget that I am your father. I don't have a son named Jeffrey." With tears in my eyes, I swiftly ran back home and sold my laptop and took whatever savings that I had and rushed back to the hospital to pay the bills for my sister. And she delivered safely an angel. And as the nurse handed me the baby, she said, "Congratulations, Daddy." Daddy. From that day on, I became an instant father and a superhero to my sister too. In my darkest times, I have realized that I too can be my own superhero. My struggles in life and painful experiences have molded me to be strong, independent person that I am today. And firmly believe that the leap of faith never fails. My dear friends, have you been waiting for your superheroes to rescue you? Your mom, sister, or loved ones? We will be facing challenging days in our lives, and we don't know when or where. And most of the time, it will come in our weakest point, when we got nowhere to go. You don't need to have a superpower, nor a cape that would overcome your obstacles. I want you to look deep inside your heart, have faith, and be the real hero that you are. Life will give us a kryptonite that could make us weak, but getting through it all will make us strong and succeed. So my dear fellow superheroes, with your loudest voice, repeat after me. I am a superhero. Again. Sure you are. So when the next time life hits you hard, the real hero that is deep within you. You are much stronger than you think you are, because you are born to be a fighter and never to be left on your knees, because you are a contest master.
Let us maintain a minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Toastmaster Jeffrey Aquino, please accept your online virtual certificate. Let us proceed to contestant number 3.
Ready.
Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Muhammad Faridul Hassan. The title of his speech is Second Chance. Second Chance, Toastmaster Muhammad Faridul Hassan. Contestant number 3.
over. Ah, let me take a second chance. You win. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. When I was a child, I was fond of playing a lot of video games and reading comic books. And my father never said no to whatever I asked for. He is like a genie from the lamp. Not limited to 3 wishes, he have granted me a lot of wishes. No, the best part is, he never expected anything in return. As year passed, when I was in higher secondary, he started expecting something from me. He wants to see me as a topper in my class. Of course, I was a topper in my class. From the bottom. Since he was in abroad, he used to call me weekly once and used to talk to me for 5 to 6 minutes. Those minutes is full of advices. Oh my God, I can't take it. As time passed, I started avoiding his call. Somehow, I completed my higher secondary. Now the time has come for me to select my professional degree. Since I was fond of playing video games and reading comic books, I had this passion and dream of becoming an animator. I proudly conveyed my dream to my parents. But my parents had a different plan. My father said, Farid, first complete engineering, then you can pursue with your dreams. Because engineering is something new you're going to learn. And no, I was standing firm on my feet and I started arguing with them. My parents tried to convince me. I took advantage and raised my voice. At one point, my father lost his patience and said, Stop it, Farid. Enough is enough. If you want to study engineering, I will support you. Or else, forget about it. I'm not going to do anything for you. I was in utter disbelief. I never seen my dad like that before. With silence, I chose to pursue engineering. But the act from my father, a kind of created hatred towards him. This hatred started growing bigger and bigger. At one point, even for a small thing, I started arguing with him and fighting with him. And I completely isolated him from my life. As year passed, I completed engineering and I got a job in abroad. Everything changed around me. Handful of salary, happy life, I was enjoying a lot. But one thing never changed. The hate towards my father. It was 3 years back. I was in India for a vacation. And my father was there too. One fine morning, my friends gave me a call and invited me for a bike race. You know, we used to have this kind of race in our college times. So I thought, why can't I give it a try? I went to the spot. There are a line of bikes rolling and start. I gradually increased my speed. At one point, a sheep came in front of my bike. Next thing I know, I woke up at the hospital. When I opened my eyes, the only person I saw, the person who I hated the most. My eyes were searching for someone close to me. I didn't find any. I saw my dad. His eyes were filled with tears. He was holding my hands and he was trying to console me. He told me, Farid, don't worry. I'm there for you. Everything will be all right. That moment, something rise inside me. What a terrible person I am. What I have done in my life to deserve such a person. I decided to take a second chance. Even though I was a selfish guy, I was thinking about me and myself and I. On the other hand, my father, who sacrificed his whole life for his family, for the safety and happiness. Never. So I went to him. I hugged him tight and just said, Dad, I'm sorry. He just smiled at me back and said, don't worry, Farid. I can understand your feeling. So, my dear friends, a simple sorry changed everything between us. It broke the barrier between us. My dear friends, if you have someone in your life whom you have, the times were not good with them, it's not too late to say sorry. Take a second chance. Give them a call or meet them in person. Just say, I'm sorry. You know what? Apologize may not change the past, but sure, it will change the future. Take the second chance. Back to you.
Please maintain a minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Toastmaster Faridul Hassan, please accept your virtual participation certificate. Let us move to contestant number 4.
Ready.
Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Dennis Suba. The title of his speech is Believe. Believe. Toastmaster Dennis Suba, contestant number 4.
Would you believe me if I tell you that I can fly? No? Well, I can show you how. It's easy. All you have to do is to spread your arms, close your eyes, and flap as fast as you can. Am I flying? No. No? Ah, maybe I have to flap some more. Wait. Is it working? No. No? Ah, maybe I have to practice some more. Madam Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests, good evening. When I was a child, I often dreamt of flying. I would climb a tree up to the top and look down from where I was. As the breeze gently swayed the tree, I would stand in one of its big branches and start imagining that I was flying like a bird. Ah, it was such a great feeling. Then suddenly, I would hear the screams of my mother calling my name. Dennis! Dennis! With stick on her head, she would ask me to go down as quickly as I can. Ow! Then I would realize, everything was just wishful thinking. I remember my childhood best friend, Lucio. We both have the same dream. We always climbed the hill with our bicycles and looked down at the green fields while imagining that we were both flying. Then Lucio will tell me, one day I will fly like those birds. Then I will just laugh at him. Lucio was very kind. He's smart and he always excelled in the class. But Lucio was not as privileged as me. He had to sell bananas in order to help his parents support his studies. But all his hard work's paid off when Lucio finally graduated from high school. Yes! One day, while we were on the hill, I asked Lucio about his plan. Of course, he would take up in college. Lucio looked at me with teary eyes and said, "Bro, I will not continue my studies anymore. My parents could no longer afford to send me to college." Then his tears rolled down his cheeks. I felt sorry for my best friend, but I could not do anything. I just put my hand on his shoulder and said, "Bro, just keep on believing. Hold on to your dream. And one day, you will fly like those birds." Then those tears turned into laughters. I left our province to continue my studies in Manila, where I took up accountancy. Since then, Lucia and I never had a chance to talk with each other. When school break came, I was very excited to go back to our province to tell Lucia all the wonderful experiences I had in Manila. But my mother told me, "Son, Lucia and his family already moved to another province." I felt sad, thinking that I will never see my best friend again. Years passed by. I graduated from college, and I got the opportunity to work abroad. One day when I was waiting for my flight going back to Saudi Arabia, I was mesmerized by the entourage of beautiful flight attendants passing in front of me, followed by dignified-looking men with their caps and coats and striped patches on their shoulders. One of them looked familiar. It was Lucio! How could I forget my best friend? "Lucio! Lucio!" Lucio looked at me with great astonishment, and he hugged me with all gladness. "Lucio, my friend, what happened to you, man? You look big time now." And Lucio replied to me, "Bro, do you remember the time when we were on the hill? You told me to keep on believing, and I did. I held on to my dream. God was so good to us. My father got a job in another province, so we moved there. I got scholarship in college, so I did whatever I can to reach my dream. Here I am now. I am flying like a bird." Although Lucio and I never had ample time to talk much at the time because he had to fly again, I was very happy and proud of my best friend. He made me realize that anything is possible if we just believe. Growing up, I thought that my dream of flying was just a figment of my imagination. So I set aside the childhood dream and I faced what I thought to be the realities of life. But my best friend Lucio made the dream possible. And it did happen because he believed. Ladies and gentlemen, let us always remember that life offers so many opportunities with boundless possibilities. Sometimes things we never expect or impossible to transpire really do happen. All we have to do is to believe in ourselves, hold on to our dreams, and never give up. And like my best friend Lucio, with great determination and perseverance, one day we can also soar high and fly like the birds in the sky. Just believe. Madam Contest Master.
Please maintain a minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Toastmaster Dennis Suba, please accept your virtual participation certificate. Let us move to contestant number 5.
Okay.
Contestant number 5, Toastmaster Joseph M. Palathara. The title of his speech is An Extra Year to Hear. An Extra Year to Hear. Toastmaster Joseph M. Palathara, contestant number 5.
Lovebirds chirp in the day, but we humans in the night. During such a lovely moment with my own wife, I felt sorry on my neighbor's wife, as my neighbor was an alcoholic. This turned my wife to a ghost. Her hair tossed up, and she uttered, "Let him smoke, drink, or even beat her, but still he's a good husband for her." I was shocked. To my knowledge, he had no qualifications of a good husband, but still my wife compliments him. "Honey, are you serious?" "Yes, I'm serious." "Do you know why?" "Because he hears his wife, which you never do." "But why should I hear his wife?" No. I mean your wife. That's me." I was speechless. Respected contest master, the next day I ran to my neighbor to ask him the secret. He brought out the universal truth to me. "See, Joseph, the woman neither expect any solution nor accept any solution. They simply want to lend our ears to hear their spoken and unspoken words." Thus, he taught the golden rule for me to hear the unspoken. Do we simply lend our ears to hear others' vibrations of sound, or the heart? The unspoken words can be the hidden secret of someone's realities, pains, and sacrifice. If seeing is believing, then hearing is connecting the hearts to say, "I care for you." One day, I took my kids to a nearby park, and my kids, while having their snacks, they were tossing the snacks here and there. I noticed a group of children are watching my kids. I offered some snacks to them. They said no. But just before we were leaving the place, these kids rushed to the spot and started fighting for the wasted food. I was shocked. Why? Why did I not hear their cry for food? Though they give a verbal no to my offer, their face, their eyes, their heart, all were giving a big yes, which I failed to hear. I did not do anything wrong, but I did not do the right, as I could not hear their untold hunger. We should open up our heart and mind to comprehend such unspoken words. The need of the fast-moving world to strengthen humanity is to be heard. Our parents, our partner, our children, our friends, the societies, the animals, all need our ears to hear them. As per my 5-year-old daughter, even nature's call also to be heard. Years back, unexpectedly, I had a phone call from my friend. I could feel his fear from his trembling voice. He pleaded me to meet him and to spend some time with him. Though I assured him I could not make it out as I was too busy. But the next day, I was terribly shocked to hear the sad news that his bike fell off the road to a deep valley and he lost his life. Even when all others named it as an accident, his mom and myself only knew that it was not an accident, but a well-planned suicide. After the funeral, his mom came to me. Joseph, my son was desperately looking for you. Since you did not turn up, he was so sad that night. If only you had come, he would have been saved. Later, I came to know that the reason behind his grief was a legal notice issued on a defaulted bank loan. Being a lawyer, I went through the legal aspects of that transaction and found a loophole which would have saved him. Since I failed in my commitment of meeting him, a life was lost. Dear all, who was the culprit? Was it me, as I failed to understand his pain? My heart still blames me, as I could hear his fearful voice in my ears. Dear all, if hearing the words spoken is an experience of the outer sense, then hearing the unspoken is an experience of the inner sense, for which we all need to have an extra ear in our heart. It is nothing else but the understanding and caring of another heart. Dear Toastmasters, I urge you all to hear with your inner ears closely to the people's heart. The feelings uncommunicated, the pains unexpressed, and the words unspoken, to make them feel that there is a heart with an extra ear to hear. Back to you.
Let us maintain 3 minutes of silence for the judges to tally their ballots. Timer, please indicate me when 3 minutes have elapsed. Toastmaster Joseph M. Palathara, please accept your virtual participation certificate. With this, we have come to an end of the International Speech Contest. Be still when you have nothing to say. When genuine passion moves you, say what you have got to say, and say it hot, said D.H. Lawrence. I immensely enjoyed how the speaker spoke with passion, and I'm sure you all enjoyed it too. I'm thankful to the Division F XCOM for giving me this opportunity, and not to forget the conference chair, chief judge, and all the role players for assisting me in pursuing this wonderful task. Contestants, keep aspiring and inspiring. And once again, all the best to you all. And to all the audiences who have joined from across the globe, thank you very much from the core of my heart. Over to you, conference chair.
Wow, wasn't that a fantastic session? It was exemplary. Toastmaster Tapasi Maiti, thank you so much. And on behalf of the audience, a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we have come to the end of our contest. But now it is time for us to release our e-magazine. I personally do not want to elaborate much on this because we have with us the brainchild behind this e-magazine. He is the past Area 61 director, served as Pathways Guide, opened the first ever Toastmasters Club in Bangladesh back in 2012. Passionate about editing and publishing magazines and newsletters. Please help me welcome DTM Muhammad Safiullah as our magazine committee chairman to release the e-magazine. DTM Safiullah, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster George, the contest chair, for that elating introduction. Respected District Director, DTM Samir Kamal, District Program Quality Director, DTM Madhushana Nayakara, District Public Relation Manager, DTM Jawad, Region 11 Advisor, DTM James Taruk, Past International Director, DTM Teresa Dukes, past and present district officials, division directors, area directors, club president, club leaders, fellow Toastmasters, youth leaders, and guests. Good evening and assalamu alaikum. In this COVID-19 crisis, we are upholding the spirit of Toastmasters all through. Now we are in a virtual meeting. And as you all know, that any magazine, be it division, district, area, club, it involves meticulous work of a team who have passion in this respect. And it had become some sort of addiction too, for not only for me, for many others around us. I remember those days working with DTM Abraham Thomas as the Division F Public Relation Manager back in 2009. When I was the chief editor and he was the PR chair, we spent time together, even few nights in the press to publish 172 pages of Division F Conference 2009. After that, it has become a routine for me to take up task of editing, publishing, designing various magazines and newsletters over the last decade. This year, it came as a surprise after quite a long time. I could not say no to my good friend, a very much dedicated and persuasively leader, the Division F director of the current term, despite my official exigencies and vacation plan in between. At last, we embarked into with dedication and heart. There were people in my team, like DTM Basudev Warrior, DTM Shekhar Tiwari, DTM, then Toastmaster Masud Jamal, Toastmaster Leena Unikishnan, and myself. At the top of it, there was another gentleman who deserves the most of the credit for publishing this magazine. He is none other than the designer, Toastmaster Faridul Hassan. I thank him and all others for their time and effort I am thankful not only to the division leadership, but also to all who contributed to publish this magazine, their writings, messages, artworks, and many other things. Finally, we became successful in bringing out this magazine. After a while, it will be officially released in front of you. You will have the chance to have a glance on it. Besides, the full magazine will be emailed to you after this conference. Before we release the magazine officially, please help me welcome a gentleman whom I have known for the past decade. He is the current District 79 PR Manager, DTM Jolly Kalamparambil, who is very much passionate, and he is one of the good friends of mine, and he is an expert in this field. Please help me welcome DTM Jolly Kalamparambil to say a few words.
DTM Safila, my apologies, but DTM Jolly is actually not in the meeting yet. I would suggest if you could invite anyone of your choice. Thank you.
Okay, let's invite DTM Samir, the District Director, to say a few words in this occasion.
Dear DTM Safiullah and all Division F leaders and members and the wonderful guests with us today. While I'm listening to you, DTM Safiullah, I really was impressed and happy that you didn't compromise with the quality and the goal that you set at the beginning of the contest season. You set a goal to have a magazine, and it was easy for you to say, we cannot do it now. We don't have a contest, it's only online. But I respect that you insisted with all the leaders to maintain the quality and maintain the expectations that the people had set for Division F contest. I respect that, and I'm really impressed with the team and their commitment and their ability to organize such event. It is not an easy job to do a contest online for the first time, but here is it. You succeeded, all of you, to do it in a very wonderful way. And I heard that the contestants did a super job. The performance was really great. So also my message to the contestants, you succeeded to speak to a camera. So imagine what you can do in the future. You accepted a challenge and you did a super job there. So in any challenge you face in the future in your life, just remember this moment that you were competing in an online contest. You were maybe hesitant to compete, but you succeeded in making a really mesmerized show. And I'm really excited to see the e-magazine that demonstrates the commitment, the maintenance of the quality, and the great qualities of true leaders. Back to you, DTM Safiullah.
Thank you, DTM Samir Kamal, for your inspiring and valuable words. We are really honored with your presence here. Now, it is that moment you have been eagerly waiting to watch and have a glance. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Contest Chair.
Thank you so much, DTM Safiullah. And during these challenging times, you have managed to get the magazine out and at the right time. Thank you again for your dedication and commitment, and especially to all the people who have definitely helped you out throughout this phase. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Now. We have been going on for some time, sitting in our seats and listening to speeches, the inauguration of the e-magazine. Don't everybody want a break? Now, there is a quick exercise I'm going to announce right now. On your screen, on your video, I want you to right-click and click on the option to hide non-video participants, okay? And switch on all your videos. You're going to have a fantastic exercise, and this is going to be time bound. So I want everyone to act quickly. Excellent. Wow. Look at the response. Look at the response. I am really elated. Look at that. Awesome. Wow. Thank you so much. That was incredible. You audience from all over the globe are fantastic and so encouraging. Thank you for standing together. Now, I would kindly request everyone to switch off their videos again. Thank you so much. Now. After all those mesmerizing speeches and the well-expressed magazine, we are yet to serve you more. We have with us an Iron Lady. Please help me welcome with a boisterous round of applause, distinguished Toastmaster Teresa Dukes. She is the past International Director of Toastmaster International, representing Region 11. This world-class speaker has once visited Saudi Arabia to grace the occasion of this attack. Ever since, she said, Saudi Arabia has a special place in her heart. Let us hear from distinguished Toastmaster Teresa Dukes. The title of her speech, Think About It, What If? The title of the speech, Think About It, What If? DTM Teresa Dukes, the platform is yours.
Assalamu alaikum, and I think I got that right. Welcome to everybody here in Division F, District 79. It is an absolute wonder to be here, and I'm so pleased to be able to speak to you across the internet, across the Ethernet. And I've been doing a lot of thinking. I don't know if you have been, but during this isolation period, this lockdown of COVID, everybody has a lot of time to think now. And because I'm on my own, I'm in my house, I'm on my own, except I have a little friend that is with me, a little dog called Coco. And we have had so much time to think. And that's why I thought it would be a great idea to just kind of say, hey, are you guys thinking? Are you thinking? And when I think about the isolation, it means something different to everybody. And when it came to my mind, what am I thinking about when it comes to isolation? And three things came to me. The first one was, I am not going to be allowed to go and see my grandchildren because they don't live in the same household as me. The rules say you are not allowed to go and visit another household. And I don't know if any of you out there have any grandchildren, but that absolutely breaks my heart to know that I am not going to get to see them for at least another month. And for me, it sounds really, really devastating. But I know it's not going to be forever. So I know I'm going to be able to see them eventually. The second thing that I love doing in this world out of everything is going and seeing my friends as well. You all have friends, right? You meet up with them, you have cups of coffee or tea, you have a meal. And there is something really special about being able to sit across the table and talk to your friend and share intimacies and share the things you've been doing in your life. And now, because of this isolation, I'm not allowed to do that. So no more coffees, no more chatting about gossip over that cappuccino. And that makes me sad. But recently I had something set up, a dentist appointment, right? Of all things, I had a little tooth that was bothering me and I thought, oh, well, obviously they'll let me do that, won't they? No, because it wasn't considered an emergency, I am not allowed to even go to the dentist. So no dental appointments, no doctor appointments unless you're really, really sick. But ladies, I think you'll be able to sympathize with me. The one appointment that I had to cancel that really broke my heart was my hair appointment. Okay, I know I'm gonna have to get this fringe cut in a little bit, but oh my word, I'm gonna have to deal for another 4 weeks. So it's gonna go up into a ponytail, I reckon, in the very near future. But it's all about eliminating distractions. They're trying to keep us safe, and every government is doing it in their own way. Those three things came straight to my mind at the very beginning. But let's think about this. So what if we forget about all the negatives that are out there in our world right now, and we focus on some of the positive things? And that made me feel really happy, because ever since the isolation happened, I've actually learned how to cook again. Have you started baking? Oh, I have done 3 things. I have baked a banana bread. I didn't know I could do it. It actually rose and it got really lovely and moist. I learned how to make peanut butter cookies. And if you have never had a peanut butter cookie, call me. I'll give you my recipe. It's absolutely fabulous with a cup of tea or maybe with a cup of coffee. But I actually remembered a recipe from my mom, and this is so American, it's just gonna knock you off your feet. I learned how to remake an American apple pie. And when it came out of that oven, I put it on the plate, and with it, alongside of that hot apple pie, was a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Took me back to my childhood. Absolutely brilliant. But the second thing that I thought about was, oh my word, I've been doing daily walks as well. What a great idea, being able to get outside. Coco loves it as well. We go for a daily walk and we enjoy being able to see the trees and the birds and experience all the wonderful things out there. And it's probably a good thing, because all of the baking I've been doing, I've been putting on weight. But now, because I do the walks, that weight's coming off really quickly. So it's 10 pounds now. Fabulous. I could do another 10 pounds, I think. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But the one other thing that has been fantastic is my house has never been so clean. I seem to be walking around with a little dust rag and spraying everything to make sure the mirrors are all clean. It is spick and span. So if you want to come and visit me, now's the time, because my house will never be this clean ever again. But that made me think as well. Whenever we focus on anything, we seem to always focus on ourselves before we think about anybody else. And so what if, instead of focusing on us, we start to focus on other people and how we can help them during this time of isolation? And when I was out on one of my walks, I thought about the people that were nearby me and those that were vulnerable, that had nobody to help them out, that needed somebody to really listen to them or bring them food or just have a chat. And I passed a little house that's about 3 doors down from me. And I remember seeing this lady before. She poked her head out the door as I was passing by, and she stopped me. I've forgotten her name, but she reintroduced herself. Her name is Nancy. And Nancy is 95 years old. She has lived in her house for 73 years, and it just amazes me. We got to catch up. This woman has seen so much in her life. She went through World War II. She experienced restrictions much, much stricter than what we are experiencing today, and she got through them. And the last thing she said to me was, Teresa, don't worry, we'll get through this as well. So just keep on keeping on. So that's my motto from now on, keep on keeping on. And then that made me think about, who else do I know out there that is on their own? And a couple of weeks ago, my mother called me. Now, my mom, she lives in the States. She lives over in North Carolina, and I live in the UK near London. And I haven't seen her face-to-face, physically face-to-face for 15 years. So when she made that phone call, we've always talked, but we've never actually looked at each other. And she decided that she would call me on WhatsApp. And I said, Mom, there's a video button. I can turn the video on and we can see each other. And she went, no, I don't want you to see me. And I went, too late. And she accepted the video anyway. And I cannot explain to you the feeling that went through me. It was so endearing and wonderful to be able to actually see her face and look at her eye to eye, even though we were across this Ethernet. It was something that just melted my heart. So from now on, whenever I'm out and about and I think, hey, who do I know that is my friend that is on their own? They don't have anybody to talk to. Give them a call. So I call them up. And even just being able to hear a friendly voice is enough for everybody out there to feel like you're being looked after and that you're cared for. And that will help our mental health more than anything in the future. But the last thing that I thought about was, you know what? I've got a lot of expertise. I do a lot of coaching, one-to-one, speaking, interviews, all types of presentation type coaching. And I thought, why not offer people the opportunity to take advantage of some of my expertise during this downtime? Because they're going to have to get ready for when this lockdown opens up. We've had so many people that have lost their jobs, they've lost their salary, they've lost their livelihood. So think about what you can do to actually help them find their feet and find a path to their future once this lockdown is over. And that's a lot of things I've been thinking about. But before I close, I want everybody to turn their videos on. So if we can have everybody turn their videos on, this would help me a lot. So if my Zoom master can help that happen, that would be brilliant. Everybody got your lights on, your videos on? This is fabulous. Oh, yay. Excellent. Now, we are all in these little boxes, right? You've got a box. I see Rika has a box, and Tapsi has one, and Ricardo, everybody, lovely. So I want you to look to your right. Say hello to the person that's to the right of you, yeah? Look to your left and say hello to them as well. And if you got somebody above you, look up and see them as well. And then acknowledge the person that's below you. Everybody in these boxes are one big happy family. And I want you to smile. I want to see the biggest smiles out there as much as possible. Excellent, brilliant. Now we all have hands, yes? So I want you to take your hands, yeah? And I want you to go palm outward. So I want you to touch the sides of your walls of your box. And you can do the sides or you can do the top and the bottom, whichever works for you. But I want you to feel that you are touching that person beside of you's box. And I want you to remember these three things. We are all in this together. We will get through this as well. And we will do that by staying connected. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for the honor to be here today and to speak with you. Please stay safe and enjoy the rest of this conference. Thank you very much.
Distinguished Toastmaster Teresa Dukes, thank you so much. We know you are the co-author of two #1 Amazon.com best-selling books, World-Class Speaking in Action and Women on Success. Now, Teresa is a long-standing member of Toastmasters International, having served from 2015 to 2017 as a member of the board of directors, where she worked diligently to help guide Toastmasters International in fulfilling its mission. DTM Teresa Dukes, please accept a virtual certificate for your time and your commitment. Thank you. Dear audience, that was the last segment of this conference. Hope you all have thoroughly enjoyed this evening. All the contestants deserve a big round of applause for inspiring us throughout the contest. All the assignees, the contest master, the chief judge, and the learned panel of judges also deserve a massive round of applause for their diligence. And of course, distinguished Toastmaster Teresa Dukes, thank you for the compelling and fascinating us with your keynote speech. Now, let us honor our hardworking team for joining hands with Division F to make this event a grand success with a certificate of appreciation. First, I would like to call or invite our Chief Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Muhammad Afzal Akram, who was equally supported by Toastmaster Farid Khan and Toastmaster Dipesh Joshi. Our timers for tonight have meticulously done their role. I would like to call upon our chief timer, distinguished Toastmaster Narasimha Rao Rampalli, to receive this certificate of appreciation and well supported by Toastmaster Prakash Gorantala. Of course, not to forget our tally counters who supported our chief judge in tallying the ballots. Let me invite our chief tally counter, Toastmaster Parag Patel, followed by Toastmaster Rohit Nanda. Thank you so much. This wouldn't have happened without you guys. Thank you very much. Now, before we announce the results, let me inform you all that we have some prominent figures of Toastmasters International amongst us who witnessed our meeting all from the beginning, and I hope you have enjoyed your time with us. Let us hear from these stalwarts. Indeed, dignitaries, it was an honor for the members of District 79 to have you all here. To begin with, let me invite the pride of District 79, our newly appointed Region 11 Advisor, distinguished Toastmaster James Taru. Let's give it a big round of applause for James Taru.
Hello, good evening, fellow Toastmasters. To our District 79 Director, DTM Summer, to our PQD, DTM Madusha, to our CGD, DTM Rami, and of course, not to be missed, my former boss, our past Region 11 Director, DTM Teresa, our guest speaker. Thank you, ma'am. Our Division F Director, DTM Zia, the Conference Chair, DTM JR, our Contest Master, and the rest of the honorable men and women of Division F. Special congratulations to all the 5 contestants. You know, when I look at the theme of the conference tonight, it is always a topic in table topics, heart over minds. Which one should prevail? There are certain parts of our lives wherein we need to listen to our hearts and sometimes to our mind. But Division F made a wise decision to include this as a theme. Yes, why not? Aspiring hearts and inspiring minds. I was equally impressed from the 5 brave speakers. Tonight, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, we have learned so many things that in our organization, in our lives, there are people who we can consider thick and mom. We also learn that there are superheroes around us. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be your club president right now steering our club despite of this pandemic situation. That we have to give others the value of second chance because to err is human and to give second chance is the rightful thing to do because we all deserve second chance. We also honor the people that we consider best friends. And finally, the last speaker reminded us about the value of inner listening. Isn't it amazing how we get all this value, this this learning available online at the convenience of your respective homes, wherever you are, you have the comfort, you have the convenience. A disease is trying to break us away, but thank God there is an opportunity to bind us together, and it is what we call the online platform. I would like to congratulate again the organizing team, the Division F director, and the 5 area directors for steering forward Division F. Division F is always considered as the mother of all divisions in Eastern region. And I'm so proud to be again reconnected with all of you tonight. Thank you and God bless us all. Stay safe. Back to our contest chair, Toastmaster JR.
Thank you so much for your kind words. I would like to invite District 79 Director, GTM Samir Kamal. We all thank you for your time and for sharing your valuable words with us earlier. Thank you so much, District Director. Next, I would like to move on to a leader who has set new standards in the history of Toastmasters, and especially for District 79. Let me invite Distinguished Toastmaster Madhusha Nanayakara. DTM Madhusha, the platform is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Contest Chair. You look fabulous tonight. That is true. With your background and with your contrasting dress. So handsome, brother. Now, there is a great saying. I always start my speeches with these fantastic statements made by other people. So one wise man once said, "We are shining our own fate, good or bad, never to be undone. Thus, fate defines us." Dear legend, who brought great pride and honor to District 79, Distinguished Toastmaster James Edward Taruk, Region 11 Advisor. Past, present, and future district leaders represented by Honorable District 79 Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Sama Kamal, and Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Rami Jabad. Fantastic Division F Director, this Toastmaster Ziaur Rahman, Contester Toastmaster Jihad, Chief Judge Toastmaster Farheen, and all the Toastmasters, members of Division F and beyond, distinguished guests. Good evening, Assalamu alaikum. Fate is a phenomenal word. Most of the times we do not define this word right. Some people think that fate defines their own life and they rely on fate too much. But little do they know that fate has two components: events that are in our control and events that are beyond our control. We can, for the time being, forget about the about the events which are beyond our control. But what matters is that we handle those events which are in our control and lead our own path according to our ways, only to reach the goals that we intend to reach. And when you do that, fate becomes you, and you become fate. Now you may be wondering why fate, and why am I delivering a speech about fate? Well, have you noticed that fate starts with F? And I thought that that is definitely the word that I'm going to use to define this conference, because I strongly believe that Division F took the full control of their fate. Aligning with District 79, the leadership of Division F got together, decided that they were going to continue with their international speech contest. They were going to produce a champion to represent Division F at SATAC 2020, which is going to be the first ever online SATAC in the history of District 79. More than that, Division F took control of this situation, motivated their members, and now they stand strong as one division as they started. So my dear leaders of Division F, I have no words to congratulate you, but listen to me. You have done what you should have done. You took control of your fate. So I thank the division director, whose patience, whose visionary leadership truly motivated the members. And I also thank the conference team led by Toastmaster Gerard and the judges who might have selected the best winners today. And I cannot leave this podium without saying thank you to all the contestants who placed their trust on this district, their leadership, and your contest team. You were fantastic. You proved that online or offline, you still are stars. And I'm pretty sure the winner of this contest is going to be a force to reckon with at our first ever online SATAC. And one last thing, Division F for me also stands for friendship, because this is where I run to when I'm in trouble. And every time Division F has never failed me, because all my friends are here. So thank you for being a strong pillar of my success as well. District 79 relies on you, Division F. You did a fantastic job tonight. Back to you, Mr. Contest.
Wonderful, and thank you so much, Distinguished Toastmaster Madhusha Nanayakara. Next, let me invite the Club Growth Director, DTM Rami Jawad. DTM Rami Jawad, the floor is yours.
James Dawood, District 79, Director, DTM Samir Kamal, Program Quality Director, DTM Madhusha, Division F Director, to be DTM Rahman Siddiqui, Past International Director, DTM Teresa Duke, Past and current District Director, especially my mentors, DTM Nadir, DTM Hassan, and DTM Dr. Salaman. Past and current district leaders, past and current division directors and area directors, past and current club presidents and officers, fellow members of Toastmaster, and especially of Division F. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and good evening to all. First of all, I really would like to express my sincere thanks to the Division F organizing and leadership team for making the time and effort to conduct this conference. Special thanks to Conference Chair Gerard George, to the Chief Judge to be DTM Farhin Said, Division F Director to be DTM Zia Rahman Siddiqui, and with the support of the fabulous technical team led by the District 79 Webinar Manager to be DTM Rahman, and the immediate past Division F Director, DTM Niyaz. I really would like to send my regards to all the contestants who are competing today to rise. And I really would like to advancedly salute the winner who will make the move to compete at the district level and wish them all the very best of luck. I would like to take this opportunity also to express my sincere thanks to every member of Division F for their service leadership from the start until now of this term. And I would like also to express my gratitude to every member of the organizing committee of Division F conference today. Members of Toastmasters, let's all serve with our inspiring heart and inspiring mind to rise and to achieve the best in the District 79. Thank you, and back to you, Conference Chair, Toastmaster Gerard.
Distinguished Toastmaster Rami Jawad, our Club Growth Director. Sir, thank you so much for your valuable words. And that was the talk from all our district leaders who gives us the confidence to move forward in any such situation. Thank you so much, district leaders. Now, I would like to invite a dear friend of mine. He is, how can I say it? Always there for us. Without further ado, I would like to call upon our immediate past Division F Director, the pride of our division, and the chair of SATAC 2020. Let's all give it a huge round of applause for distinguished Toastmaster Nayaz Kaiser.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jayar George, for that overwhelming introduction. Respected Regional Advisor DTM James, District Director Toastmaster DTM Samer Kamal, Program Quality Director DTM Madhushana Naikara, Club Growth Director DTM Rami Jawad, Past International Director DTM Teresa Dukes, the stars of tonight of Division F, and the man of the moment, DTM Rahman Siddiqui. Now, first of all, I would like to congratulate each and every one of Division F for coming together to put up a show tonight. Congratulations and huge shout out to the task force for getting out of comfort zone and producing this historic event. And of course, for putting up a show tonight, the contestants. While difficult times can feel like a deep, dark hole that we can't escape, and we often wonder, why is this happening to me? There is always a silver lining to tough times. It's through the difficult times in our life that we are able to grow. It's when we are tested that we are able to rise, push through, and come out of the other side stronger, braver, and better. No one wants to struggle, and no one wants to even admit they're struggling. We all want to have that photoshopped version of our own lives that fit perfectly into the Instagram square. But if life does not work like that, every one of us will be faced with a variety of tough times in our life. It is one of the few things we can really count on. The truth is, there are some important lessons in life we are only taught through difficult times, and they become the silver lining of the darkness. And tonight, Division F has become that silver lining by putting up this marvelous show. My good friend Toastmaster Jayad, a huge shout out and a huge congratulations to you for doing this wonderful job, and of course, not to forget the backbone of this virtual contest, our Zoom master, District 79 Webinar Manager, Toastmaster Noman. Of course, you were ably backed by District PQD to DTM Madhushana Naikara. Thank you so much to all those who stood behind this success. On behalf of District 79, on behalf of Division F, I thank each and every one of you. Back to you, Toastmaster Jay.
Thank you so much, DTM Nayaz, for the heartwarming and encouraging words. It was really needed at this time of the hour. Thank you so much. Dear audience, I am as anxious as the contestants, and you are you all anxious? Before announcing the results, I would like to call upon the Chief Judge, Toastmaster Farheen Said, to speak a few words.
Thank you once again, Contest Chair, Toastmaster J.R. George. To all the wonderful people in Division F, a big congratulations. All of you did extremely well. Like I said, you went out there and danced in the rain and got soaked and actually enjoyed it. So I'm sure everybody in the audience enjoyed this contest just as much as I did. The stars, you were amazing. You shone really bright today, and you made it really difficult for the team of judges to pick the best among you. Congratulations to every single contestant. Like I said, you're all true winners. No matter what place you're going to be placed today, you all did extremely well. Everyone who put the show together, congratulations again. I know and I've witnessed how hard you worked over the months. I've seen you practice and get better at what you were trying to do. And when we moved from the real world to the virtual world, you did not give up. And there was a lot of enthusiasm and energy put into making this event so successful. Congratulations once again. And I don't want to be the one between the results and the contestants. So let me hand it back to the amazing contest chair to announce the winners' names. Thank you very much and all the best.
Chief Judge, I would like to thank you for being the guiding light for the Division F annual speech contest. Thank you again. The International Speech Contest winners. Does anyone have any guesses for the third place? Okay, without further ado, I'm going to announce the third place winner. And the third place for the international speech goes to Toastmaster Rekha Rajesh Shetty. Toastmaster Rekha Rajesh Shetty, once again, congratulations. And the second place winner for the international speech contest is Toastmaster Faridul Hassan.
Mr. Contest Chair, sorry to interrupt, but I would like to remind you to mention that there were no disqualifications for time. Thank you.
Thank you for that reminder. Thank you so much. As the Chief Judge has announced, yes, it was a wonderful contest without any disqualifications due to overshooting of time. Thank you, Chief Judge. And the first place winner for the international speech contest goes to the first place winner goes to Toastmaster Jeffrey Aquino. Thank you, Madam Chief Judge. Congratulations to all the winners and especially the participants. Once again, I have to personally thank you for your full-hearted work into performing the speech today. Thank you for the participation. Thank you, all the assignees. You are the wings, and without you all, we could never fly. I would like to hand over the platform with this quote from Andrew Carnegie. Teamwork is the ability to work together toward a common vision, the ability to direct individual accomplishments toward organizational objectives. It is the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. With this, the contest chair signing off. The platform is yours. Division F Director, Toastmaster, to become DTM, Ziaur Rahman Siddiqui. The platform is yours.
Thank you. Thank you once again, Conference Chair, Toastmaster J.R. George. In the beginning, I mentioned in my speech that in the Division F, when I requested anybody for any assignment, I never heard a word no. Everyone was affirming and everyone was supporting. Let it be the conference chair, let it be the Zoom master, let it be the sergeant at arms, or any role assigned to anybody. Today's contest, do you think it is a successful contest? And if it is only because of the assignees and role players and the heroes, of course, the contestants. From the bottom of my heart, congratulations to the winners, and parallelly at the same time, congratulations to all the participants who have participated. I especially thank DTM Teresa Dukes to join us across the globe, to join us from the long distance over the internet and giving us a mesmerizing keynote speech. Thank you very much, ma'am, to joining us and aspiring our hearts and inspiring our minds. I thank our leaders, District 79, Region 11 Advisor, DTM James Taruk, District 79, District Director, DTM Samar Kamal, District 79, Program Quality Director, DTM Madhusha Nanayakara, District 79 Club Growth Director, DTM Rami Jawad, and all those dignitaries who joined us today, witnessed our contest, honored us with your presence. Thank you for being there. If I do not thank our sponsors who did their contribution and supported us, encouraged us to go ahead and conduct the contest. I thank our sponsors, Nesma Partners Company, Nesma Trading Company, Nesma Securities, Ace Insurance, MMA, Wood Al Hijalan, Artland Transport, Rakwani Company, Intermodal Services. Thank you all for supporting at the right time. The timers, the tally counters, Sergeant at Arms, all of you have done a wonderful job. It was a marvelous show. And every success, the credit goes to all of you. Now, if I do not thank the conference chair, I know how much hard work he put behind us to make this show happen. Sleepless nights, working till early dawn, working hard to collect the data, making the practices, and whatnot. Every bit what was required to make this event happen and be successful, he has not left anything unturned. He has done everything. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Toastmaster J.R. George. Just to honor you virtually, please accept a certificate. The theme which you decided, aspiring hearts and inspiring mind, you actually made it happen. You inspired us, you inspired our hearts and inspired our minds. Thank you very much. Choosing winners is a big task, especially when the contestants are very competent, like we have witnessed today. So thanks to all the judges, the invisible, actually really invisible judges now. Thank you all for your participation and input to choose the winner. And to organize this judging part of the contest and to take control of this, I would definitely not forget our great leader, the chief judge, Toastmaster Farheen Seth. Thank you for taking out enormous amount of time
coordinating with the judges, tally counter, and our Zoom team. Thank you very much for your efforts. Ma'am Chief Judge, please accept a virtual certificate from us as a token of love. Thank you once again. Now, in the history of Division F, this was the first ever online contest. And to have the online contest, that too in a very controlled manner, it requires a lot of efforts and lots of hard work to put the show behind, to put the show front. And to take control of this, we have one person. I have never seen him saying no. In fact, he is always ready. 365 days, 24/7. He is none other than our District 79 webinar manager and our today's Zoom master, Toastmaster Muhammad Noman. I would like all of the audience to please give him a big round of applause. If your cameras are on, please give him a big round of applause. If the cameras are off, please give a virtual applause. Toastmaster Noman has really supported us brilliantly. Along with him, he has his team. He had our immediate past Division F director, DTM Nayaz Kaisar, playing a role of co-host, wonderfully, brilliantly played the slides, displayed the magazine. He has taken the control of the whole room.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I thank from the bottom of my heart DTM Nayaz Kaisar and Toastmaster Muhammad Noman. Thank you. You all were the Chief Judge, the Conference Chair, Zoom Master, co-host, and all the assignees. If you were not there, this show would have not been possible. Thank you very much from extreme bottom of my heart. And before going beyond that, to make this happen, I in fact should confess that there are the strong pillars, the escorts which I mentioned in the beginning. My ExCom, Program Quality Division F Program Quality Director DTM Shekhar Tiwari, District Division F Club Growth Director DTM Narasimha Rao, our advisors DTM Alex Phillip, DTM Ravi Karkera, DTM Vasudev Warrior, DTM Johnson Samuel, and our genius conference operation chair DTM Abraham Thomas, under whose guidance we could have achieved this, what we have achieved today. So all my advisors, my senior leaders who have given me this chance to serve Division F, who have supported me everywhere on every step, I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And the wonderful and lovely audience, not from only the Division F, but from all other divisions from District 79 and from all other parts of the world, from wherever you joined, you were a wonderful audience. Thank you very much, everyone. This was a marvelous show. I once again congratulate the winners and wish the first place winner all the best for the next level. Thank you very much. And with this, I remain and declare the contest over.